So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get some top blade steaks, thin and regular. So first we're going to start with the regular steaks. When you go to the grocery store, always look for the roast. You're going to get the best value from buying the beef roast. All right, so we're going to go ahead and cut the top blade roast into steaks. We're going to start out with like 3/4 of an inch steaks. And the top blade is very tender. A lot of people know it as chicken steak, but it's a very, very tender steak. All right, so there you go. Just by buying the roast, always look for the roast. It's always gonna be the best value. Look at all the steaks you just got out of buying the top blade roast, and this steak is very, very tender. All right, now we're gonna take the other one. We're gonna get some thin slices out of it. All right, so you can clean. Remember the roast. When they cut the roast, they're not gonna take anything off of it, but it's always gonna be the best value. This fat that's coming off, you could leave it on there. It's up to you. Depends on how much fat you want on your steaks. But this steak is gonna be very tender. The top blade. Always look for the top blade roast. Any other steak is on sale, the roast is on sale, and you're always gonna get a better price by buying the roast. All right, so we clean up a little bit. So now we're gonna get some thin slices off of it, and I'm gonna show you a secret steak at the end. Stay tuned. All right, so here we go. These will be the thin sliced top blade steaks. Like I said, the top blade is very, very tender, also known as a chicken steak. So we're gonna get some very thin ones, and now we're gonna get one more off, and I'm gonna show you those are the thin. So these cook quick in sandwiches or whatever you want to make. Now this is gonna be the secret steak I'm gonna tell you about, the flat iron steak. This is the second most tender piece of meat on the whole cow, behind the fillet. And if you just how you do it, just cut down right down the middle. Keep your knife on the grizzle. It's gonna be a grizzle in the middle of the top blade. Keep your knife right on it all the way down through, and there you go. Then he's gonna take your knife and just try to get the little grizzle out of the middle of the meat. Just by doing that, you're gonna get the second most tenderest piece of meat on the whole cow. Just by buying a top blade roast, and you could do this by buying a top blade roast. You could fillet the whole thing and get the flat iron, but look at that. Just by doing that, you just save yourself so much money and getting the most second tenderest piece of steak on the whole cow. So always look for the roast. I always like to keep my content simple, so that way everyone could do it at home and save themselves some money. So every time you go to the store, always look for the roast. That's everything we got out of two roasts. So always, if you go to the store and you see the steak you like on sale, ask for the roast, and you're gonna get the best value.